Hi students! So today we are in the lesson number 8 and we will deal about the situations that are involving quadratic equations. So you know what, this is the essence of our previous discussion. Dito na natin ma-apply lahat ng natutunan natin sa totoong buhay. Okay? At the end of this lesson, ang pinaka-goal natin of course ay makapag-solve tayo ng equation related problems na may involve yung mga method na natutunan natin about quadratic equation. Okay? So without further ado, this is gonna be the first problem. Ang unang problem ay about sa playground fence. Okay? Because okay, the main character here, meron siyang playground, no? The community playground is somewhat rectangular. Okay, we all know what rectangle is. Okay, the total area of a playground is what we should say 56 square meters. Actually, kung mag-drawing ako ng rectangle, ganito yung itsura ng rectangle natin. And we all know that rectangle is may property siya na yung dalawang sides niya, opposite sides ay equal. Okay? Meron given dito na total area. The total area of the playground is somewhat 56 square meters. Ibig sabihin, yung laki daw ng playground ni Yo tsaka yung mga ibang bata ay 56 square meters. And the total fence, no, or what we should say, perimeter around it, measures 30 meters. Okay, so when we have this particular, kunyari si Yong, ginawa niya, tumakbo siya dito, sa gilid ng rectangular playground, okay, yun daw yung perimeter. And that perimeter is 30 meters. Okay, so yun ang mga kailangan natin matandaan. Now, without further ado, allow me to find out first the first given. Sabi dito, what equation represents the perimeter of a rectangle in its lowest form? Okay, once again, drawing ako ng rectangle dito, yung playground ni Yo. Okay? So, alam natin itong side na to ay ang tawag dyan is length. Meron tayong dalawang length at meron tayong dalawang width. Okay? So, ang gagawin lang natin dito, gusto lang natin kung malaman kung gaano haba, yung gaano kalayo ito, no? From this distance, punta dito hanggang sa bumalik si Yo. Okay? So, ang gagawin lang natin dyan, we will just add the sides. Dalawang length, okay? Plus dalawang width, okay? And that is equal to the perimeter. Yung dalawang L na yan, when we add them, that is 2L. Yung dalawang W na yan, kapag sinimplify natin, that is 2W. Okay? Pero, there is a given here. Anong given? Sabi, the total fence or yung perimeter around it measures 30 meters. So, ibig sabihin, binigay na yung perimeter. The perimeter is 30 meters. Okay? So, ang hinahanap lang natin dito ay mismong equation na magre-represent ng perimeter. Okay? So, ito na. Meron na tayong equation na 30 equals 2L plus 2 width. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin dito, we will just check this particular right-hand side of the equation. Ngayon, tingnan ninyo, may pwede pa tayong i-lowest term o i-factor dyan kasi kailangan simplified form. So, i-factor natin yung common sa kanilang dalawa. What is the common sa kanilang dalawa? That is going to be 2. Ilalabas natin si 2, i-factor out natin, at may iwan sa loob yung L and W. Okay? Sa kabilang sides, the perimeter measure is 30. Okay? And we get to find to eliminate this 2 by dividing both sides by 2. Okay? When we divide both sides by 2, what will happen? So, we can cancel this out. The remaining would be 30 divided by 2. That is going to be 15 equals, yung natira is length times, or length plus width. Okay? So, I believe this is going to be the lowest form. This is how we represent a given perimeter. Okay? And this is our equation. Okay? So, that is the first problem. Ito na yung equation natin that represents the perimeter of a rectangle in lowest form. Okay? So, now, for our second question, find the dimension of the playground. So, yung dimension kasi, ito yung sinasabing length and width. So, ang gagamitin natin dyan, yung information na nakuha natin dito sa 1, which is, meron daw tayong 15 equals length plus width. Okay? So, first is, write natin lahat muna yung mga given. So, let us write all the given here. The given are, of course, meron tayong area na 56 square meters. Meron din tayong perimeter na 30 meters. Meron din tayong, of course, ang formula is A equals, ng rectangle is A equals length times width. Ang formula ng perimeter ng rectangle is 2L plus 2 width. So, we ask to find the dimension of the playground, the length and the width. So, gagamitin natin is the equation here. Ito yung nakuha natin kanina sa question number 1. So, I will just move this one para ito yung magiging pattern natin here. And also, itong given, itataas ko lang ng konti. Ngayon, we have this particular given. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin dyan, paglalaroan lang natin yung equation. So, we'll just find the length. What if we find the length? We will just transfer out this W here, or subtract W both sides. So, it will left us L equals 15 minus W. Okay? So, we have to find the length muna, no? Para mahanap natin mamaya yung width, the dimension. Okay? So, now we have the value for the length, or which we can write it as, nandito yung L, nasa kabila naman yung 15 minus W. Okay? Now, we all know the area, right? The area of a rectangle is length times width. So, may given na dito na area. Sige, sulat ko lang dito yung area ng rectangle. Ang area ng rectangle is length times width. There is a given area there na 56. So, yung area dito, papalitan ko lang ng 56. At meron tayong length kanina. Ito na yung na-measure natin na length. Okay? Na 15 minus W. So, ibig sabihin, itong L na to, papalitan natin yan ng 15 minus W. Okay? So, we will just change it as 15 minus W. And this one, this W or the width, we will just multiply it by our length. Okay? So, the next thing na gagawin nyo na dyan, I know you are familiar for this one because ito yung ginawa natin kahapon. You will just distribute this particular W or width sa loob. So, we have 56 here sa left-hand sides. W times 15, that is 15W. W times negative W, that is negative W squared. Okay? So, as we continue, ito na, no? We have this particular equation and we want to move yung mga dapat natin i-move dyan. Of course, ilipat na natin si 15W sa kabila. Also, itong negative W sa kabila. Okay, it will have W squared minus 15W plus 15. Ayusin natin. W plus 56 equals 0. Okay, so we have this particular equation. No? W squared minus 15W plus 56. Okay, and we are asked to factor this out. So, dito mo na i-apply yung factoring. Okay, you have to find or you have to look two numbers na kapag pinag-multiply ay 56 and kapag panuha yung sum, negative 15 dapat. Okay, the factor of W squared is W times W. Let's try to find two numbers. We have, that's right, we have negative 7 and negative 8. To basically check, negative 7 times negative 8, that is 56. Again, negative 7 plus negative 8, that is negative 15. So therefore, these two factors are correct. Then we get to find, using zero product property, the two roots. So the two roots are W minus 7 equals 0, W minus 8 equals 0. Okay, then by simplifying it, we have isolating the W, that is W equals 7. Of course, sa kabilang next side, negative 8, isolating the W, that will become W equals positive 8. Okay, as you can see, we have W represents the width. Okay, at sabi natin kanina, it's either the two of this, no? Actually, ito na yung dimension natin eh. Pero sige, let's try, no? Ang gagawin natin dito, we will substitute W here, no? Kahit isang W muna. Dalawa kasi yung W natin dito. So we have, so ito yung scratch natin. We have the length, para mahanap mo yung length, meron tayong 15 minus W, which is kahit alin dyan. Yeah, can we use 7? Yes, no? Then our length would be 15 minus 7, that is 8. Okay? Alin man dyan, no? Ang magiging dimension ng ating rectangular na playground ay 7 by 8. Okay? That is our final answer. 7 by 8. In other words, alin man dyan, this is gonna be the width, this is gonna be the length. Okay? So, this is our final answer. This is what we are looking on. By the way, nakalimutan ko yung ating particular unit. So, this is meters. Okay, 7 meters by 8 meters. So, please take note for this particular problem. That is problem number 1. Okay? So, now for our problem number 2, the thing is, working together is much easier than working alone. I have here two people. One is a carpenter assistant and one is a carpenter. Sabi dito, our carpenter assistant takes 3 hours longer to complete a project than it takes the carpenter. So, ibig sabihin, sa madaling salita, mas mabilis magtrabaho si carpenter than the carpenter assistant. So, sabi dito, we don't know. By the way, together they can finish the project in 2 hours. So, that is the given scenario. Pero hindi natin alam kung ilang oras ba nagtatrabaho si carpenter. Tama? Kayo alam nyo ba? Hindi pa natin alam. So, pag hindi natin alam, may ginagamit tayong variable. So, ang ginagamit natin dito is unknown variable na x. Okay, you can use any letter if you want to, but for this method, we will use x. Okay, I will change this particular. And then, the carpenter assistant takes 3 hours longer to complete a project. So, ibig sabihin, yung carpenter assistant, ito yung carpenter natin, mas matagal siya magtrabaho ng 3 hours. So, ibig sabihin, yung work na oras ng carpenter, mag-add tayo ng 3 kasi it takes 3 hours longer eh. So, mas matagal siya kaysa dun sa carpenter. Pero kapag nag-work sila together, they can finish the project within 2 hours. So, ibig sabihin, kaya nilang tapusin ng project sa span of 2 hours na. There's a problem here. Sabi sa first problem, if x represents the number of hours it takes the carpenter to finish the project alone, what do you think is the expression represents the number of hours it will take the carpenter assistants to finish the project? So, ang gagawin na natin dito, we will just find out what are the given for this particular problem. So, the given here, okay, the given would be, let x be the number of hours the carpenter finished the project. Okay? So, expression lang ang hanapin natin. Let x, the number of hours, the carpenter finished the project. Okay? So, yun. Si x yun. The next one is, let x, once again, plus 3, yun naman yung carpenter assistant. Number of hours, the assistant carpenter complete the project. And finally, kapag nag-work sila together, 2 hours, they can finish the project, the given project. Okay? So, in this question, ang pinakasagot lang dito ay yung mga expression lang like si carpenter nagre-represent sa x, si assistant carpenter nagre-represent sa x plus 3. Okay? So, ito yung mga given ng particular problem na to. Okay? And we have to use it in this particular second question. Okay? Now, as we continue our discussion, we have this particular given. Okay? So, ang sabi dito, our carpenter here, sa isang trabaho, it will take how many hours? X hour. Okay? Para matapos yung isang project. Also, yung ating assistant carpenter, sa isang trabaho, para matapos ang isang project, it takes X plus 3. Ibig sabihin, yung number of hour ng trabaho ni carpenter, mas matagal ng 3 oras. Okay? Pero pag they work together, they can finish a job, yung isang trabaho, ng 2 oras. That's why we have this particular equation. And we all know kung anong gagawin natin dyan. Okay? We just need to find out kung gaano kaya katagal nagtatrabaho si carpenter kapag natapos niya yung project alone. Okay? Yung x lang yung hinahanap natin dito. Let's find out. So we have to get the LCD of this particular equation. The LCD are x times x plus 3 times 2. Okay? So as we go through, ito na, no? Hindi ko na nilagay dito pero automatic na yun. So we have this particular term. Multiply natin dito sa first term natin. Ang gagawin, tatakpan lang natin si x. So the remaining would be like this. So we have 1 times x plus 3 times 2. Okay? Basically, tinanggal natin si x. Okay? The next one, this one, multiply naman natin dito. Tatanggalin lang natin si x plus 3. The remaining would be plus 1 times x times 2. Okay? Again, tinanggal natin si x plus 3. And for our final term, on the right-hand side, multiply natin pa dito sa 1 half. Okay? Tinanggal naman natin dito si 2. The remaining would be x times x plus 3. And we get to simplify this particular equation by distributive property. 1 times x plus 3, wala naman mangyayari dyan. Ganun pa rin yan. Okay? So, proceed na tayo sa 2 times x, that is 2x. 2 times 3, that is going to be 6. 1 times x and 2, that is 2x. Okay? Ngayon, sa right-hand side of our equation, x times x should be x squared. Yung x, pag minultiply sa 3, that is going to be 3x. Okay? So, as we continue this particular equation sa ating right-hand side, sa part na to, so, i-continue natin, we will just combine like terms. Okay? This one is the same for this one, so we can combine them. 2x plus 2x, that is going to be 4x. At matitira dyan si 6, positive 6. Sa ating right-hand side, x squared plus 3x, wala naman tayong babaguhin dyan. Kukopihin lang natin yan dito. Okay? So, again, our goal is to find the x here. Kasi yun yung oras na nagtatrabaho si carpenter to finish the project alone. Okay, so ngayon, we will just move this particular terms sa ating right-hand side of our equation to make it this one. Ito magiging 0 sa kabila, x squared plus 3x. Positive 4, pupunta sa kabila, magiging negative 4x. Positive x, same, magiging negative 6. Okay, then we combine once again the like terms. X squared, we can combine this one, 3 minus 4, that is negative 1, or negative x minus 6, equals 0. And we get to factor this one. So, we can factor, or we can easily write it as a standard form. So, this is going to be the standard form. Okay, ito na yung pinaka-standard form natin. Inayos ko lang yung format, and we get to factor it. Okay? So, what are the two factors that are the product, or that is the product of negative 6 and the sum of negative x? Can you think? Very good. That is negative 3 and positive 2. Okay? So, when we get the x minus 3 equals 0, we also get x equals 3 because we transfer negative 3 to the other side. Also, sa kabilang banda, we have x plus 2 equals 0. We transfer it, x equals, that is negative 2. Okay, oras ang pinag-uusapan. Tatanungin ko kayo, meron bang negative na oras? Of course, walang negative na oras, so hindi natin to pwedeng gamitin. So, ang oras ng trabaho ng carpenter natin ay equals sa 3 hours. Again, therefore, the number of hours na nagtatrabaho si carpenter is equal to 3 hours. Okay, yan ang hinahanap natin dito. So, ibig sabihin, kaya niyang tapusin ng trabaho o yung project ng 3 oras alone. Okay? Again, hindi natin ginamit si negative 2 dahil siya ay negative. Walang oras na negative, palaging positive ang ating oras. Okay? So, let's proceed to our next problem. So, the problem for this particular given is the missing number. So, the difference between a number and its positive square root is to find the number. Ulitin ko, the difference. When you say difference, what is that referring to? That's right, that is referring to subtraction. Between dalawang number, ano yung number? Of course, hindi natin alam. Sinabi lang dyan number. So kapag hindi natin alam, nilalagay natin is x, unknown. And it's positive. Sinabi dyan, positive. So hindi yan negative. Square root. And it's positive square root. So ibig sabihin, yung square root ng number na hindi natin alam is equal to 2. Is equal to 2. So, ano susulat yan? The difference of a number, ito yung number, and its difference is minus, positive square root of positive, it's positive square root, that is square root of x, is equal to positive 2. Again, the difference between a number and its positive square root, ito yung positive square root, is equal to 2. So, ganyan lang natin i-represent yung ating equation. So, paano natin susolve yan? So, we have here this particular problem, and as you can see, kailangan maging quadratic form ito. So how can we do that? So of course, we will use some properties or axioms, pero ang gagawin lang natin dito, transfer na lang muna natin si negative square root of x at si 2 sa kabila. So we have here x minus 2, dating positive magiging negative. Sa right hand side, dating negative x, square root of x, and it will become square root of x positive. Okay? Next, the thing is, we have to remove this one. Okay? Kasi kailangan natin mahanap yung number. No? Find the number, yung pala yung pinaka-goal. So, we get to square both sides. Okay? Which leaves us, we can cancel this particular square root. Ang matitira dito sa right-hand side, we have x. Sa left-hand side, we have x minus 2 squared. So, kapag meron tayong x minus 2 squared, anong gagawin natin dyan? We can expand. Okay? So, expand natin sa x minus 2 times x minus 2. Ibig sabihin, dalawang beses natin multiply itong dalawang terms na to sa sarili niya. Okay? So, next, using FOIL method, we can do the FOIL method here. Of course, first term times first term, we have x squared. Outer term, that is negative 2x. Inner term, that is negative 2x as well. And finally, the last term would be positive 4 equals x. Okay? As we continue our solution here, we have x squared, kinopya ko lang to, minus 2x, or negative 2x minus 2x, that is going to be negative 4x plus 4 equals x. Okay? So, ang gagawin mo dyan, i-transfer mo na si x sa kabila. So, we have x squared minus 4x minus x plus 4 equals 0. Finally, we have the standard form of, when you simplify this one, negative 5x plus 4 equals 0. Mahanap na natin yung isang x. So, we have the factor of this particular standard form of the equation. The factor would be x, the factor of x squared. Find the two numbers that are the product of 4, and that is the sum of negative 5. That is going to be 2 and 2. But the thing, it's not 2 and 2. It's what we call 4 and 1. Not just 4 and 1, but negative 4 and negative 1. Again, negative 4 times negative 1, that is positive 4. Negative 4 plus negative 1, that is negative 5. Okay? Then finally, the two numbers are x minus 4 equals 0. X would be, when you transfer this one, that is going to be positive 4. Again, the next one would be x minus 1 equals 0. When you transfer this one, that is going to be x equals positive 1. Okay, so, ang hinahanap number lang, hindi dalawang number. So, ngayon, paano ang gagawin natin kapag may dalawang roots na lumabas? So, dito na papasok yung checking natin. Okay? Kasi gusto natin ma-verify kung yung number ba na to ay equal saan? Sa 2. So, allow me to write here the solution. So, the equation. X minus square root of x equals 2. Okay? So, here, we have, dito natin lagay, the first checking. So, check natin kung pwede ba si, allow me to change the color. Kung pwede ba si x equals 4. Okay, so ang gagawin natin, we'll plug in, ilalagay lang natin si 4, papalit natin si x ng 4. So, dapat equal daw sa 2. Yun kasi yung problem natin. So, we have 4 minus square root of 4 equals 2. Is that equal to 2? 4 minus square root of 4, that is 2, equals 2. 4 minus 2, that is 2, equals 2. Totoo ba yung equation? Is this true? Yes. Ibig sabihin, one of a number is x equals 4. Now, let us try x equals 1. What if, sa checking natin na pangalawa, try naman natin si x equals 1. Ang tanong, si x equals 1 ba ay equal sa 2? Let's try. So, we have 1 minus the square root of 1 equals 2. 1 minus square root of 1, that is 1, equals 2. 1 minus 1, does that equal to 2? No, it's not. That is equal to 0. So, hindi sila pwede because 0 does not equal to 2. So, ibig sabihin, si 1 ay hindi pwede. So, ang hinahanap na number dito, okay, ay si x equals 4. And that is gonna be our final answer. Okay, next is, this is gonna be the final problem. What is your age? Age problem. Okay, so I have here Sam age and Tom age. Sabi si Sam is 4 years older than Tom. And the product of their ages is 96. How old is Sam? At ano ba yung pakiko kay Sam at Tom? Ba't ko pa kailangan hanapin yung mga age nila? Sige, for the sake of our problem, we will let x be our Tom's age. Okay? So, this is our given. Okay? So, yung si x, yan yung magiging age ni Tom. Kasi hindi natin alam yung age ni Tom, di ba? Si Sam, sinabi lang dyan, 4 years older daw siya kay Tom. Pero si Tom, walang sinabi kung ano yung age. So, dahil hindi natin alam, we will use x. So, therefore, si Sam, gagamitin natin sa kanya, ibig sabihin, mas matanda siya kay Tom. Ano nga ulit ang age ni Tom? X. Okay? So, ito naman yung kay Sam. Ang sabi dito, the product of their ages, kapag pinag-multiply daw yung dalawang age na yan, ang lalabas daw is 96. So, 96 is the product of their ages. So, ngayon, anong gagawin natin para mahanap natin kung gaano katanda si Sam? Okay? Kung gaano katanda si Sam. So, kailangan natin mahanap yung figure na yon. So, we have here the given. Si Tom, yung product daw ng age ni Tom at ni Sam. This is Tom, this is Sam. Okay, is equal to 96. Okay, again, the product of their ages, this is Tom, this is Sam, is equal to 96. So, how do we find how old is Sam? Okay, so now we get to distribute this one. Distribute natin si x and si 4. So we have x times x, that is x squared, plus x times 4, that is 4x, equals 96. Okay, again, pag nahanap natin yung x dito, yan yung age ni Tom. Okay, ngayon we have here the standard form, x squared plus 4x. We will just transfer this one, negative 96 equals 0. That is going to be the standard form. And we get to find the factored form, the factor of the two of this particular equation. Okay, so what do you think is the factor? That is the product of negative 96, and the sum is 4. Okay, that's right. So that is, and these are negative 8 and positive 12. Okay, so these are the product of 96, and the sum is positive 4. Okay, when we get the x minus 8 equals 0. So we get to transfer this one, x is equal to 8. Okay, next, on the other hand, we have x plus 12 equals 0. Transfer natin to, x would be negative 12. Okay, so ang pinag-uusapan natin ay edad. May tanong ako sa inyo, meron bang negative na edad? Common sense, wala pong negative na edad. So ibig sabihin, hindi natin ito pwedeng i-accept. So ang i-accept lang natin dito is yung x equals 8. Okay? Teka, sino ba si x? Ang x dito ay si Tom. Okay, so ibig sabihin, ang age ni Tom is 8 years old. Kung si Tom ay 8 years old, ilan naman daw si Sam? Okay? Sabi kay Sam, si Sam daw ay 4 years older than Tom. So ibig sabihin, when we use this one, okay, this is gonna be the Sam's age. Sabi is x plus 4, mas matanda siya kay Tom ng 4 na taon. So when we use the age of Tom, si Tom ay 8, okay? Mag-add lang tayo ng 4, and that is going to be equals what? Equals 12. 12 years old si Sam. Okay? Again, 4 na taon ang tanda ni Sam kay Tom. Si Sam, based sa nakuha natin, 12 years old. Si Tom, nakuha natin, that is 8 years old. Si Sam ay 12. Totoo ba na 4 na taon ang kanilang edad? Yes, it is. And that is our final answer. Ang final answer natin, nakuha natin yung edad ni Sam, which is 12 years old. And that's the end of our session for today. Good luck for your chapter test. See you sa ating classroom.